Hey y'all, today I'm going to be using this hair from Virgo Hair Company. I'm going to leave everything in the description bar below. But they sent me an 18-inch frontal, two 18-inch bundles, and two 20-inch bundles in the texture Water Wave. So I really like this hair, but of course I'm going to leave everything in the description bar below. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the tutorial. So I'm starting off with her hair silk press. I didn't silk press all of her hair. I just silk pressed her roots. As you can see, you don't need to silk press your whole head. It's not necessary to do your ends because they're not going to be shown in the ponytail. So I'm just going to be using Murray's to slick her hair down into the position where I want her ponytail to sit, which is a low side part sleek ponytail. So I'm just going to be parting and putting that Murray's in there. I'm not going to part it and put the Murray's on top. I'm going to make sure that I'm parting and putting it in between each part so that the ponytail can be sleek as possible with no lumps or bumps. So after I sleek it, I'm going to just go ahead and put it into the ponytail, and then I'm going to come back and show y'all how I sew the hair onto the ponytail. If you notice, I am smoothing her hair down into a side part. Her hair is pretty long, so I didn't add any tracks in the front. However, if your hair isn't long enough or the person hair that you're doing isn't long enough, you can go ahead and glue a few tracks up at the top so that your hair can be fuller. Or if you want the swoop to come down further, you can do that as well. Once I've sleeked my ponytail into the position that I want it to be, I'm just going to go ahead and tie it off with a ponytail holder. No, actually I'm using a rubber band, but you can use a ponytail holder if you don't feel comfortable using a rubber band. I haven't experienced any breakage from it because her hair, with the Murray's is super oily, but you can use whatever makes you happy. I'm just going to go ahead and braid down her real hair and put a rubber band on the end of it, a small rubber band on the end. If your hair isn't long enough, you can go ahead and add in some braiding hair, but you don't want to add the braiding hair in at the base of the hair. You want to add it in. You want to braid your hair down a little bit, then add it in. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying or what I mean, and y'all want me to do a more detailed video on if your hair is shorter, let me know, and I'll definitely do that on my hair, because when I do extended ponytails, I don't use my hair, I use weave, so I can show y'all that as well. Also, I'm going to be using Murray's to stick down her baby hair, but I'm also going to be using some Hicks, which is what I'm using right now. You can pretty much use whatever type of edge control you like the best, because I've noticed some people said that they don't like Hicks. I personally like it, and it works for me and my clients, but if you don't like it, that's fine. You can use whatever you like the best. Okay, so now I'm going to be starting with sewing the wefts onto the ponytail. So I'm going to be going right above where I tied her hair off with the rubber band, and I'm going to be sewing through the ponytail, connecting the weft, and then I'm going to wrap around and sew around the weft. So every time I wrap the weft around her ponytail braid, I'm going to sew a stitch. I'm going to wrap, and then I'm going to sew a stitch. Now, if I was using braiding hair inside of the braid that I did on her real hair, I would wrap it 3 times, then I would do a stitch. But her hair is really soft since it's her real hair, so I'm going to be sewing each wrap around. I'm going to do a stitch. So I'm just going to sew, do a stitch, wrap around, then I'm gonna sew through, do a stitch, wrap around, all the way until I get to the base of her ponytail. And I like this method better because it doesn't have to have any glue in your hair, and the takedown is super easy. You can reuse this hair for another ponytail, or you can use it for a sew-in, or anything. The hair can be reused, and you don't have to worry about any glue being on it, and you also don't have to worry about it damaging your hair because you don't have any glue on your hair. So, and it also looks more natural to me. I feel like when you like sway your ponytail, when you have glue on them, they're stiffer because it's hard pretty much in the core of the ponytail. But since it's her real hair, it's softer, and since it's not using any glue, it's softer. So anyway, once I get to the base part of the ponytail, I'm going to sew through her weft and tie it off, and then I'm going to be using a piece from underneath the ponytail to wrap around and cover the weft. So as you see right now, I am sewing through the weft. I'm sorry that this is a bad angle that her head was at. She was actually talking, but I hope I explained it well enough and that y'all understand what I'm saying. But I'm just going to be curling her little sideburns. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just think it looks really cute. So I'm curling her sideburns, and I'm going to flat iron the little piece of hair that I'm using to cover up the top part of the weft. And I'm using some spritz to smooth that down. And I'm just going to, after I do that and I make sure I smooth it down, I'm just going to go over her ponytail again and make sure everything is smooth, because I noticed there was a little, dent. Yeah, a little break in between her ponytail. So I'm just going to be using this smooth serum, and this is the final look, guys. I hope y'all enjoy. This is a super natural looking extended ponytail. Thanks for watching. Bye.